Welcome to Mauricio's Corner, brought to you by JaxUSL. Thank you for joining us for episode 3 as we'll take you around the USL Championship, looking at last week's results, looking at the league standings as we start getting a little bit of separation in week 6 of the league now. We'll also take a look at Pittsburgh Riverhounds versus RGV Toros in our game of the week. The Riverhounds getting their first home win of the season, a 2-0 convincing win against the Toros on their heavy rain at Highmark Stadium. Make sure you follow us on our social media, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and as always, thank you to our friends at World Class Media, producers of the show. Make sure you follow them as well as they bring you great content and information on world football. Let's look at this week's results for Week 6 around the league. Taking a look at Week 6 result table, Charleston Battery keeping up with their unbeaten streak with an impressive away win at Tulsa. Coach Perriman capturing their first Coach of the Month award in 2023 in a really good campaign to start off the season. Loudoun United with an impressive win against Birmingham Legion, which are currently sitting in second place in the league. A bit of a shock surprise here, but Loudoun United, a young, promising team coming up through the table. We'll go through our game of the week, Pittsburgh RGV Toros, 2-0 win against Pittsburgh for Pittsburgh. And on the West Coast, Sac Republic with a strong statement win versus Colorado Switchback. Two teams fighting for top of the league standings. Two teams that we expect to be there at the end, contending for those playoff spots. Overall, a great week in the USL Championship. 25 goals across over 11 games of the week. Looking at how the results affected the league standings. After 6 weeks of the USL Championship, teams are starting to get a little bit of separation with some really strong results. If you look at out west, Sac Republic with 14 points, taking the alone spot, still unbeaten in the season, but top of the league with an impressive 4-0 win against Colorado Switchbacks. The defending champs, San Antonio, now going away, and San Diego staying really close with 11 points each. Now, the bottom of the West, Las Vegas Lights, still looking for the first win of the season, while New Mexico and Phoenix, a little bit of a shocker. Two teams that had a great 2022 season, but starting slow in their new campaign. Switching to the East, the Battery take the top spot as the only unbeaten team left in the East. Looking very impressive so far, but it's very tight with Lou City and Birmingham Legion, both looking really strong early in the season as they push really close, sitting second place each. At the bottom of the East, we'd be surprised to see Memphis 901 and Miami FC, both with strong 2022 campaigns, but two teams that have a veteran roster and plenty of games left to dig themselves out of their hole. It's very early in the season. There's tons of soccer to be played still, so anything can happen in the next few weeks as team fight for the playoff spot. In this game of the week, we'll take you to the Pittsburgh Riverhounds as they hosted RGV Toros. Riverhounds needed the win at home, their first win of the season, 2-0 at home under heavy rain. Their fans stuck around. They're an entertaining team. They're fun. They play through the lines. They're possession style, but they do have some really good, strong forwards that like to get vertical, like to get a goal. So they're a powerful team. They have a lot of balance, but they're an entertaining team to play. That's why their home fans in Pittsburgh enjoy supporting them and getting behind the team. And as you'll see on these clips, Riverhounds, they love to keep the ball, but a lot of numbers on top of the box. They crowd the top of the box in order to get combination play, a little 1-2s, set up shots from top of the box. Deco would like to get a better contact on the ball now one, but it's a little bit of what they do when they get into the attack. Here's more in the build-up phase. I love to see how they break lines through the dribble or through the pass. They play the way they face. They hold possession, want to make sure they secure it. A little give and go, a little up and back and through. And here's what I love. In order for you to do that, you need to get forward running on the weak side so you can create those 2v1 opportunities. You can probably release the ball a little bit earlier there by Forbes, but still gets a good first touch in by the left winger, and the only thing they're missing in this play is a player's crash on top of the box. They're also a very good defensive team. They put a lot of pressure on you, and their forwards, they negative press well, which is ultimately what creates this chance. Deco once again gets a chance on goal, doesn't get good contact on it, but he's inching closer, creating chances for himself. Now you can see here a shot on top of the box, a free kick, really well placed. Lopez gets a first time, hits the bar, comes back. You get to see a better angle here. This is all in the first half. Some really good opportunities, a follow-up. Once again, that final piece, that final shot on top of the box. But Riverhounds is a team that created a lot of opportunities. Now as we move into the second half, you see where it pays off. An early cross, good running to the box. Left winger resets it, takes a player 1v1, defenders have to defend you just a little bit differently inside the box, and Dikwa finally gets his first goal with the chest, celebrates with his teammates into his home crowd as well. Very, very similar way that they were trying in the first half, finally got some success into the second half. As you're going to see in their second goal, not too dissimilar. Look at the numbers in the box. Good early cross into the box. Very similar to the first goal. Only difference is now Forbes, team captain, gets contact with the ball. 64th minute of the game. Really managing the game from that point on. You got some early good players, some young players, but also a good balance of veteran players. Pittsburgh, one of the better teams into the league. They got a strong, balanced team, a good defense. They don't give up a whole lot. They're set up in a 3-5-2 now. So they sit at home with the 3-back. They sit at home with the defensive mid, but they release those wing backs once they claim possession in the midfield. A team that's going to be contending for top of the league. Right now they're sitting in 4th. This is a really needed result for them at this point in the league after week 6. As they continue to get forward, I believe they're going to get stronger. They're going to get healthier. It's going to be a team really strong to contend into. And as we take a look at next week's game, Colorado Switchbacks hosting New Mexico United, New Mexico team that everyone thought was going to be on top of the table. They're fighting for a playoff spot right now, but it's still early. Colorado Switchbacks wanted to bounce back from their defeat last week to Sac Republic, but two teams are going to be super entertaining, and we're looking forward to seeing that game and reviewing it with you. And as always, thank you for joining. That'll do it for us here in episode 3 of Mauricio's Corner. Please follow us on our social media, subscribe to our YouTube page. We'll see you next week around the corner. Have a great week. Take care.